Hello everyone. Till now we have done our exercise 1.2 and I hope now you all have understood how to make this square root spiral. Now our next topic is real number and their decimal expansion. So first of all we will learn about the decimal expansions of rational numbers. As you can see in example number 5 we have three rational numbers and to convert these numbers into decimal form, we need to divide the numerator by the denominator. So in each case, we are doing the division. Let us observe the first one. Here you see that every time that 3 threes are 9, remainder is 1. Again, remainder is 1 again. So we observe remainder is again and again coming 1, 1, 1. And the process goes on when the divisor is 3. Now in second case, our divisor is 8. The first remainder is 6, second is 4 and the process stops when the remainder comes 0. So in this case the division stops. In the third and the last case when we are dividing with number 7, we see it goes to 1, 7 ones are 0.1, then 3 remainder, then 2 remainder, then 6, then 4, then 5 and 1. Now when it comes again 1, then again you will see it will go to 7 ones are 7. And again when here is 3, it will go to 4. As it is 30, so it will go to 20, 7 fours are 20. So again you can see the quotient is coming same as the previous one and remainder is also repeating. So we can say now the observation in this case is that remainder is 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. Again 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. Again 3, 2, 6, 4. And similarly the quotient will also keep on repeating as 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. After this again this whole bunch of numbers will again get repeated. And the process goes on and on and on. So the process is not terminating, not stopping when the divisor is 7. So what have you noticed here? Number one thing is the remainder either becomes 0 after a certain stages or start repeating themselves. Second observation is the numbers of entry in the repeating strings of remainder is less than the divisor. Here you see the remainder is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1 is less than 3. In this case also every time remainder is 6, 4, 0. So all these three numbers are less than 8. In this case also you see remainder which are coming are always less than 7. Because when they will become equal to 7 then the final remainder will be 0. And division will continue because here it cannot come equal to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can be the possible. Remainder can never be 7. And remember this always, that remainders are always less than the divisor. And even the number of different remainder is also less than 7. The number of different remainders, that in case of 8, the remainders, different remainders can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this case it can be 0, 1, 2, cannot be 3. Again if it is 3 then it will go to 0. So if we leave 0 then non-zero remainders are always less than the total number of remainders which are non-zero are less than 8. If we include 0 when the process terminates, in that case we are getting 0 only. Like in this case we will never get 0. In this case we are getting 0. In this case we will never get a 0. So the third and the last observation is if the remainder repeat, then you all have also observed this, that if the remainder repeat then we get a repeating block of digits in the quotient. So in this if you see which digit is repeating in 3, when we are dividing with 3 the quotient is again coming 3, 3, 3. So digit 3 is repeating. And here in the third case all these 6 digits 14287, this whole bunch is repeating. So the repeating block is 172857. Let us go to the next page. Although we have noticed this pattern using only the example above, it is true for all the rationals of the form P by Q that on division of P by Q, two main things happen. What are those? Either the remainder becomes 0 or never becomes 0. We get a repeating string of remainder when the remainder is not becoming 0. So we are end with two cases. The first case is remainder becomes 0. So in this case, we found the remainder becomes 0 after some steps. And the decimal expansion of 7 by 8, if we see, you can divide 7 by 8. 0, 0. 8 8s are 56. Then what will we get? 14 here. Oh, sorry. It is 64. Sorry. 8 8s are 64. So what will we get? 6 here. Now next again 0. 8 7s are 56. And 40. 8 5s. 8 5. Sorry. 8 5s are 40. And the remainder is coming 0. In 1 by 2 we are getting this. In this we are getting this type. In all these cases the decimal expansion terminate means ends after a finite number of steps. Like here 1, 2, 3 steps. After 3 steps the division process, the decimal expansion after 3 steps terminates. There is no number coming after 5. In second case, remainder never becomes 0. In case of 10 by 3, 1 by 7, we see the remainder will never be 0. And one more thing of writing this type of expansion, which is known as non-terminating recurring also, or repeating. We can say recurring or repeating. So whichever number is repeating after decimal, we put a bar on it. If a whole block is repeating, like here in 1 by 7, so we will, like here, we'll put a bar on this whole block. Like if you take this number 3.57272, so it can be written as a bar on 7 and 2. So all these example gives us non-terminating, recurring or repeating decimal expansion. So we see that the decimal expansion of rational number have only two choices. Either they are terminating, or if they are not terminating, non-terminating, then it is recurring, non-terminating, recurring. Now suppose on the other hand, on your walk on the number line, you come across number like 3.142678 whose decimal expansion terminating, or a number like 1.2727, that is 1.27 bar whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, recurring. Can you conclude that it is a rational number? The answer is yes. So by the decimal expansions we can say, if a number is of the form P by Q, we have two type of decimal expansion. One is terminating and second is non-terminating, repeating. These two types of. Now we'll understand from these example some opposite process, that how the two cases are there. Example number 1. In this we have to show that number 3.142678 is a rational number. How will we prove that? So we'll take the help of definition. Like, in other words, express this in P by Q form, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So this number can be written like this, removing the decimal. After the decimal, as many numbers are there, we'll put that many zeros after 1. And because it is P and it is Q, so it is P by Q form, we can say that yes, this is a rational number. But how to convert numbers like this in P by Q form, that we will learn in our next video. So till now we have concluded that the decimal expansion of rational numbers can have two choices: terminating, non-terminating, repeating. So thank you very much. Keep on watching the video again and again till you understand it.